I improved my credit score from basically nothing to excellent in just 6 months. I'll be sharing the specific things that I intentionally did and some mistakes that I had to rectify. There are 5 things I did, and the last one was the most recent one, and that made a huge difference. I'll also be sharing a bonus tip at the end as well, a game changer. Hope you stay to hear it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Princess Akari. I'm a product manager and I live and work in London. And my channel is all about becoming the best version of yourself. One of the main ways to become the best version of yourself is to get your finances in order. Yes. And if you live abroad, you know that a good credit score is a great way to get access to a lot of things that align with your financial goals. So today we'll be talking about how I went from basically no credits to an excellent credit score of 977 out of 999 in just 6 months. So this is what I did step by step. Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am just sharing my experience. So number 1, register to vote. Yes, please get on the electoral register. Even if you just moved to the UK very recently or even today, you can register to vote. It helps to verify your identity and it makes a difference to your credit score. When and if you move houses, please register to vote again with the new house address. So I moved to the UK in Q3 2023. And I was very averse to anything credit. So I didn't start thinking of building my credit score until November 2024. I was just focused on other things, to be honest. And I didn't think it was a do or die affair, honestly. I was having a chat with my friends and I was encouraged to start building my credit score because of so many reasons. That's when I woke up from my slumber and I got to work and started doing some research. This research was around how to build a credit score, maintain a credit score, and all of that. This registering to vote thing was always popping up in almost all my researches. And then I realized that I hadn't registered to vote with my new address because I had moved houses. So for people who live in the UK, please use the link on the screen to register to vote. Very, very important. Everything you need to know about registering to vote is on there. You know, like I said, I actually registered to vote at my former address, but I didn't think to register to vote in the new one because it didn't just cross my mind like at all. I had to do some research and then I found out that my credit score had dipped and reduced, and it was because I wasn't on the electoral register for my new address, the current local council that I was in. So please go and register to vote if you haven't done so. If you have registered to vote, that's fine, that's great. When you move houses, please don't forget, register to vote again. It's worth it. Number 2, pay all your bills on time. I mean, this one should go without saying, but please pay your bills on time. This helps you build your financial and credit profile or history. If possible, set up direct debits if they are available so that things are automated. And it also helps you to avoid forgetting to pay. Also, make sure that the account is always funded because when payment fails, it can also affect you negatively. If you're like me that moves money around a lot, you won't have any money in your salary or income account, or you would have there, but it would just be a very small amount. Once my salary comes in, I divide it into different parts. Like I spread the money everywhere where necessary, from savings, investments, expenses, and so on. So one time my direct debit went through, like it actually went through, but the account was empty. So it went into overdraft without me realizing. I don't really use the account for daily expenses. So I missed that loan totally because the overdraft is a loan and it wasn't repaid on time. It actually affected my credit score negatively. So yeah, now I set alarms, I put calendar reminders to move money to my direct debit bills account before any bills are due. Most of my bills are due like towards the end of the month, 29th to like the first week of the month, the 5th, 6th, 7th. So by 28th of the current month, I move money to that account to avoid stories that touch. Again, if you have a direct debit for your bills, make sure the account is funded. Personal loans and credit card bills are bills too. So please pay on time. Pay all your bills on time. That's the point. Number 3, open a high street bank account. If you're like me and you love digital or neobanks, that's okay, that's cool. But I also make sure to open a traditional high street current account. I currently use Lloyd's Bank, and I know a lot of immigrants who use Lloyd's as well. It was not so hard for me to sign up and set up. In fact, I was on a trip outside the UK when I opened the account. I was in Nigeria to see my family, and everything was online and it went smoothly. So opening a high street bank account can help with your score because a lot of times, these digital banks or fintechs do not really help with a lot of things that support your public financial or credit history. It's a simple step, but it adds a bit more credibility to your financial footprint. Find out from your network or just random recommendations from people the high street bank account that you can use. Then go ahead and set it up. Now, don't be in a hurry to open too many accounts, please, because that's something that reduced my credit score. This is a lesson that I learned the hard way. Stop opening too many current accounts. I would even say this is like number 3B because this is a topic on its own, or this is a tip on its own. Stop opening too many current accounts. As a product manager, I'm very curious, and I usually open accounts. So I opened a few extra accounts just to look around and explore the features. Bad idea. Bad idea. It affected my credit score. I literally saw the reason for the decline in my credit score as you opened a new bank account. And I saw the name of the account I had just opened. I nearly cried because I was like, no, my credit score that I'm managing. I quickly went to close that account because I wasn't even using it. So now I'm more strategic about what bank accounts I open and why. Number 4, actively build credit. So the first 3 things I just spoke about are passive ways that you can build financial and credit history. This one, however, is a very active way. And I think this is what a lot of people already know when they think of credit. You can apply for a credit card. Everybody knows this one. Now, a lot of people get rejected when they apply for so many reasons, but there is no harm in trying again and again. I got rejected by Lloyd's Bank late last year when I decided to be serious about my credit score, and then I applied to them. But guess what? I applied to American Express and I got the card plus 10,000 Avios points for discounts on my flights, British Airways flights. I have put my American Express reference link in the description box. You can try to apply to. Both of us will get rewarded 10k Avios points, and that translates to flight discounts when used. Like I already mentioned, yeah. So mind you, this is not a sponsored ad at all. I'm just sharing. So the secret to using a credit card is ensuring that you don't spend more than you can pay back. Immediately your statement is raised every month, you should be comfortable enough to pay back. They don't start charging you until about, I think, 25 days or so after they have sent you your statement for the month. So this is for American Express. So it's basically free money. I love using my credit card because I am able to use my money for other investments in the interim. Love it so much. The second thing you can do when trying to actively build credit is to get an overdraft from your bank. You can start very small, pay back on time, take more, pay back on time, and keep increasing it as you go. Please do your own research to find out things around like interest rates, payback times, etc. Super, super important. Another way is to get a loan from your bank. Now, some banks offer loans up to 25k. You can take advantage of that. Again, do your own research to find out if it's the best option for you. You can also contact your bank and ask them to walk you through all the credit options that are available to you as a customer in that bank. So one more point under actively building your credit is to build a rental history. This one is quite recent for me. I would classify it under bills, but it's a big bill, so I believe it's an active form of building credit. This has helped my credit score processing like so much. It was set up by my apartment. They added us to a rental reporting system with Experian, and it has helped to show a consistent rent payment history. So that has now counted positively towards my credit score. If your landlord or property manager can do that for you, I highly recommend it. I didn't even know that was possible before now. So please do your research and find out more about it. Before we continue, please tell me thank you for sharing all this great knowledge with you. You can say thank you by liking this video and sharing this video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you so much. Now to number 5. So you started building your credit, and now you need to use your credit responsibly and try to increase your credit limits. This might be slightly related to just credit cards, but it might apply to other types of credit as well. Don't max out your credit. Try to use 25 to 30% or less of your available credit limit. It signals that you're a responsible person. What really helped me recently was applying to increase my credit limit. I have increased it twice in less than 2 months or so. Yeah, I believe so. And it really helped reduce my usage ratio without spending less. It's advisable to use 25 to 30%, like I already mentioned. So apply to increase your credit limit if you do bigger spending. Last year, December 2024, was like my first real month of using my credit card, and I was being very mindful of using my credit card, but in a you need to max out this credit card type of way. That is to really show them that I was using the card. Bad move, very bad move. Nobody told me stuff about like overusing it. So I spent a lot on that card in a bit to use the card and then just pay back, and then my credit score will increase. But the credit score in reduced. So I was very, very confused. And I was like, what's going on? So that's ironic, right? I mean, I got the cards to use it. But yeah, please don't max out your credits. Like I said earlier, a safe space to be is 25 to 30%. So if your credit limit is 10k pounds, please use 25 pounds or less. If you have bigger needs, please apply for a credit limit increase like I did. Now, I still spend a lot on my credit card, but my usage ratio has drastically reduced. Bonus tip of today: track your progress. Please download apps like Experian or ClearScore or any other credit score checking apps. I use Experian and also my Lloyd's app. Lloyd's has a feature that helps you check your credit score. So anyway, these apps help you to be able to see more and learn more about credit and credit score building. They help you calculate your current score so you even know where you are. They help you track what's helping your score and what's dragging it down. For example, when I made a mistake or something negatively impacted my score, I could instantly see the reason for that and fix it. Like when I go to check. Remember, I mentioned stuff about opening a new bank account and how it dropped my score. I also mentioned stuff around when I went over 70% of my credit limit. I saw the exact reasons on these apps and I was able to rectify it. So that's it. That's how I went from no credit to excellent credit in 6 months. If you're just starting out or trying to fix your credit, please don't stress. Just start where you are and take it one step at a time. So if this video has helped you, give it a like, leave a comment if you have questions as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.